Hi, Aquarius, Sun and Rising. I am so grateful that you're here for this timeless message, and I trust that whenever you're meant to hear something or all of what is in this message, that you'll find this video. Before we get started, I want to encourage you that if you like this message, please go ahead and hit the like button below and make sure that you subscribe below as well so that you can stay notified of when I'm sharing a message for your sign Aquarius, which will more than likely begin to be on a weekly basis. Okay. Also, I wanted to share before we get into this is that I am offering personal sessions again. And they are much more in-depth than these readings because it is a personal session and is specifically supportive of you and your unique experience in clarifying where you have been, what has been for you, what currently is, and what is the opportunity for you going forward in your life. Okay. You can also go ahead and schedule one of those sessions in the description box that is below. There is a link there to my website, and the half off code for you to receive half off of your session until July 31st is also there in the description box below. As always, I will continuously be relying upon and trusting in my intuition first, primarily for these messages. And the cards, the divination tools that I use will always be in support of my intuition. So with that being said, let's get into it, Aquarius, Sun and Rising. I am going to start with these oracle cards, Key to the Universe deck here. From my dear friend in Luxor, Egypt, that is the illustrator of these cards, that she gifted these to me in 2019 when I was there meeting her for the first time in Egypt. And they sat. They sat and they sat and they sat for quite a while, in my closet, and I let them tell me when I was ready to use them. They are really, really potent and very in-depth, clear messages on these cards. So I've been using them ever since I first picked them up again. All right, so I'm going to shuffle the cards, Aquarius, and I'm going to choose by feel 3 cards from this deck to get a sense of your overall energy for this reading. Aquarius, you are experiencing a really, really massive transformation at this time. And there's something that has to do with the collective, which I think makes a lot of sense that that's coming through. Pluto is in your sign right now, and you rule the 11th house, which is the collective, the society, social, aspect of our chart. So it's, I think, no coincidence that you are experiencing a massive transformation, just like the entire collective is right now. It's almost like you are a reflection of that transformation that is happening for the collective. You're like the mirror reflection for that. I'm sorry, these cards just like all flipped. So usually when that happens, there's somebody that doesn't want to hear something. But I'm sorry, you don't have to watch this, but I think you know that you need to. So that's why you're here, right? Let's see, what is so challenging for you to hear this time? Because there's a big transformation happening. Okay, Aquarius. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Definitely some fear here. We literally have fear that showed up. This is the card of fear. Aquarius, are you afraid of being your true self in relationships? Are you afraid of being judged? Are you afraid of losing people? Because we have love here, which talks about connections and relationships. It doesn't have to necessarily be romantic, because that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting like all relationships, especially friendships, I'm hearing. But you're conscious of this. This is consciousness. There's something that you are very much aware of about how your relationships have been, how you have been showing up in relationships. But you're not acting on it. You're not applying it, is what I'm hearing. It has not been integrated. Because of this fear. You're afraid of how what people are going to think of you or something like that. And this may not resonate for all of you. There's an opportunity for you to overcome some fears in relationships right now. We also have fluidity at the bottom of the deck. So there is an opportunity, like I said, for you to overcome and to be fluid. I know you are a fixed sign Aquarius, so you can almost, I'm hearing like you almost like your mind gets fixed and you get, and your actions get fixed. You're, you know, in this energy of like, okay, this is just what I'm thinking, so this must be. You allow, or you give away your power to, I am hearing like your mind. These stories that kind of play out of like, this is going to happen in this relationship if I, show up like this. It's like you really believe this, but you're also aware, or there's an opportunity to become aware if you're not aware with consciousness here. I think that your consciousness is a little I'm hearing diluted with this fear, with this fixed energy that's not fluid. Your thoughts are not fluid. When it comes to relationships. I just felt like I needed to look at the card under the fluidity. It is discipline, self-discipline. It's like a need to like really quiet the thoughts, the mind, and even like the outside noise or internal noise. And to be really honest with yourself about what your experience is. Let's move into the cardology deck and see what energies are availing themselves to you at this time, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Yeah, right away before I continue, 8 of Hearts, 8 of Cups. Walking away from old stories, old habits, old connections that don't really support you in being in your authentic expression. But I'm also hearing that this is you walking away from you, like these parts of you in relationships with the hearts and cups here. Walking away from, that's it, unprocessed emotions. There's unprocessed emotions. And it has to do with your relationships. We also have the King of Hearts at the bottom of the deck. This is you. This is someone who has the capacity to be in integrity and truth in their emotional expression and in relationships and connections. So this is an opportunity for you. Wow. You're really worrying about something in relationships. This is 5 of Hearts, 5 of Cups, 8 of Clubs, 8 of Swords. This is like anxiousness, like it's all in your mind, like I said, of, experiencing heartbreak and disappointments in relationships. But I kind of feel like, because like I said, this is the 8 of Clubs, 8 of Swords, is like, it's all in your head. Like you're choosing to be in this energy. Instead of, untying that, rope that's around you that's loose in the 8 of Swords, traditional tarot illustration, it's loose. The swords are not even puncturing the person. It's all, and then you're blindfolded because that's you. That's your energy. There's nobody around doing that to that person. It's themselves. Let's get one more card for Aquarius. I hate when that happens. It's like it pops, but it doesn't come out. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's continue. Be very clear for Aquarius, please. There we go. Yeah, 6 of Wands, 6 of Spades. This is you being victorious, in life, in connections, in the collective, in the world, in your purpose, because you're being authentic. This is your opportunity, Aquarius, like I said. I think you are concerning yourself a little too much here with the Queen of Hearts. She can be a little guilty of like concerning herself too much in excess with how other people are feeling or thinking or doing. And she so much does that she forgets about herself. And her cup is not filled because she's too worried about filling other people's cups. What other people are going to think if she's in her truth when it comes to her emotional fulfillment. But this is the time, Aquarius. That is what Pluto is in your sign, too. Pluto in Aquarius is, there is no room for its death. Pluto is death and rebirth. And since it's Aquarius, it's on a collective scale, like I said, right? But, for you personally, it's this death and rebirth of your self-identity, these stories that you created of who you are, who you have been, they just won't do anymore. And I think that in these connections and in these relationships, I think you're kind of also, you're afraid of hearing the truth from some people. Because they see you. That's what I'm getting too. There are some people in your life right now that they really see you. 6 of Spades, 6 of Wands. You can't hide from them, like the truth of who you are. And they want you to own it. And I think you distance yourself, 8 of Cups, from these connections or these people. You don't spend much time with them or talking to them or hearing from them, do you? This does not resonate for all of you. I'm feeling that. For some of you, I think it's just more of like you have a fear of letting go of certain connections because you're worried about what they're going to think or you losing them or something like that. But you need to be honest and be your authentic self, okay? And don't worry about what everybody else is thinking of you. Others of you, I think you're running away from, you're hiding from connections and relationships because you're fearing the truth. These people see who you really are. So you're not really that much in touch with these people. You're in touch with the people that uphold you in these identities that you've created for yourself over the years, I'm hearing. This is a long going thing. I mean, it's time for that to end. Pluto is going to be in your sign for 20 years. You got 20 years to come into your authentic expression. You got 20 years to face your truth and own it, claim it, be it. Especially as it pertains to your relationships. Saturn and Neptune are retrograding in Pisces right now, so this is just not the time to try and hide. You will be seen. You will be seen. The light will be shown and shined on you. In all of your delusion and the rose-colored glasses that you're wearing, the color is changing. Whether you like it or not. But that's just the truth. I don't know why I picked these up again. Maybe there's another card here. I meant to grab the tarot. Let's see. I think there is. Let's see, for Aquarius, yeah. Magic. Would you look at that? Would you look at that, Aquarius? There's a new opportunity. That's what this card talks about. It talks about new relationships, new connections, or a new way of approaching these connections and relationships. It talks about a new opportunity. But you have to be in your truth. And get out of your head internal dialogue here about your worth. Let's go into the tarot. Show me Aquarius. This is to empower you. There you are, showing up as I split the deck. There you are. This is to empower you. This is not to disempower you or make you feel like shit or like, you have to shame yourself or anything like that. Know this with my readings, okay? That I will always be empowering you. I want you to be in your truth, in your fullest expression, authentic expression. That is how, you will respect yourself and you will receive the respect from others when you're in that energy. Aquarius. We have, this is someone who's in integrity. We have the King of Wands. Okay, he's not concerning himself with, what is everybody else thinking about how I'm directing my kingdom. No, I know this is the way. I'm in my power. Wheel of Fortune. This is the inevitable. It is inevitable that this happens. It doesn't matter if it takes the next 20 years. This is inevitable that this happens, Aquarius. This, releasing these identities. Identify nothing in yourself. Don't say I'm this or I'm that, or no, I'm in integrity. I have integrity. That's the only identity. That's it. Aquarius. Ace of Cups reversed. This is like not being fulfilled in connections, in relationships, or not making a space, availing yourself to these healthy connections and relationships. Too many. But they're here for you. It might not be a lot of people. I think that's what I'm seeing. Okay, I was getting this in the beginning, but I wasn't really sure, but okay, it's coming through again with this card. So I think there's some of you that you want a lot of people to know who you are. You want a lot of people to like you or something like that. Like you want to be popular or famous or something like that. And I'm not saying that can't be the case, but you can't value that over these connections that are, like they support you in being and loving yourself as you are. They respect you as you are. They love you as you are, like in your fullest authentic expression. They will always support you in that with the Six of Cups here. And it may not be a lot of people, and that's okay. You don't need, and I'm also hearing this too, you do not want to be so concerned and connected to what everybody else in the world is thinking about you. Okay? What do you think about you? That's enough. There's an opportunity for you to really tap into some wisdom here. There's some insight availing itself to you. Perhaps it's this message, this reading. Perhaps it's internal, with yourself. But there's some sort of spiritual insight availing itself to you to support you through this. I'm going to wrap up your message, Aquarius, with such lightness. Okay, we're going to lighten it up a bit because I know that was kind of challenging and heavy. But I always want you to know that you will leave these readings feeling empowered when you're making changes in your life, in your physical life. You're going to listen to me in my readings, you're going to leave empowered. You better believe it. So that's what these are for. This Moon Oracle deck, because I want you to feel like you received something here. I want you to be certain that you received something here that will support you in the change that you are making or embracing in your physical experience. I don't want to just spew out information. Okay? Let's see what's being affirmed for you, Aquarius. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. Yeah. These are the kind of connections that you need. And I think also, too, you're needing to be receptive of this, of someone reflecting back to you who you are, how you're showing up. Okay? It's to empower you. Play is my pathway to joy. Loosen up a bit. Let go of this seriousness, this rigidity that is in this like fixed energy that, is ruling you. Yes, you're a fixed sign, but you're Aquarius. You're the star. You're all about fun and, authentic expression. So I think you do need to play a bit and play in a way, because I'm hearing this as well. Play in a way that is true for you, not what you think other people are going to like, or find cool or something like that. Like just play. This is a child too in this image. And I think there's something here, especially with that Six of Cups that came up about, your inner child right now is like begging for you to embrace her, especially in your relationships. One more affirmation for Aquarius, please. Yeah. Love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. It is not supposed to be a struggle. It's not supposed to be, in connections like fear. Like, that's just not, I think you need to have some conversations if that's what is, showing up and presenting itself in any of your relationships. Okay? And I want to show you this too, to really empower you. I am ready. Thank you. You are ready for this, the new you, which is the real you. She's been there. He's been there all along, awaiting your reclamation. So that's your message, Aquarius, Sun and Rising. Thank you so much for entrusting me to share this insight with you. And if you are an Aquarius sun, be sure to listen to your rising message. And vice versa, if you are an Aquarius rising, listen to your sun sign message as well. And if you are desiring, because I'm feeling it here, but especially for you, Aquarius, that there could be some of you that are wanting to go a bit more in depth and gain some more clarity and insight to your unique personal, experience. So please, take advantage of this half off code that is in the description box below and schedule your session with me. And we'll dive deeper into your personal journey and assess together what has been, what is, and what is the opportunity that is becoming for you. Okay? Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you soon.